Jefferson County Court of Law number 2 is back in session with the court arraignment docket on today's date of October 4th of 2022. First case that we have is cause number 330282. Case is style of State of Texas versus Glenn Paul Ballard. Mr. Ballard, would you please come forward? Okay, Mr. Ballard, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Ballard, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Mr. Ballard, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Ballard? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking, Mr. Ballard. I have before me two documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes.
Are these your initials on the line that's titled, that states you want to apply for court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Ballard, I also have another document here. This document is titled Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document? And on page 2 of this document, there's an initial, well, there's a signature on the line above the line that's titled Defendant's Signature. Is this your signature?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Ballard, before you sign and initial these documents, did you read the documents?
Yes.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Ballard, based on your answers in this document, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is Attorney Langston Adams. Mr. Adams is going to be given information on how to contact you, and you will also be given information on how to contact him. That information will be given to you by our court coordinator. You're going to stand on X in front of our coordinator. Once she gives you that information, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Okay,
Have a great day.
all right, same to you. Next case is cause number 330282. Case is style of State of Texas versus Robert M. Brimberry or Robert Mark Brimberry. Mr. Brimberry, is your full name, or was your name Robert M. Brimberry or Robert Mark Brimberry? Robert Mark Brimberry? Okay, Mr. Brimberry, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Brimberry, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay, Mr. Brimberry, you may put your hand down. How you doing, Mr. Brimberry? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Brimberry, I have before me a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes.
And are these your initials on the line stating that you want to have this case reset to hire your own attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Brimberry, before you signed and initialed this document, did you read the document?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes.
And is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Okay, Mr. Brimberry, your case is going to be reset by our court coordinator. You're gonna have a seat in that chair, that first chair with the black and yellow tape on it, and then when this gentleman finishes at her window, you're gonna go up to the window and she'll be able to reset your case. All right, and you have a blessed day. Carrie Anna Thomas. This is cause number 331558. Case is style of state of Texas versus Carrie Anna Demonique Thomas. Ms. Thomas, how are you doing?
Good.
That's good, Ms. Thomas. Would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Thomas, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes,
Okay, Ms. Thomas, you may put your hand out. Again, Ms. Thomas, how are you doing?
good.
Doing good? Now, Ms. Thomas, I have before me two documents. The first document that I have is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defend Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document?
Yes,
Is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
yes, sir.
And are these your initials stating that you'd like to apply for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes,
I also have before me a document that is titled Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
yes, sir.
On page 2 of the same document, Ms. Thomas, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Thomas, before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney, did you go over these documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Thomas, I read your answers, and based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is Attorney William Wilkerson. Attorney Wilkerson will be given information on how to contact you. And you will be given information on how to contact Mr. Wilkerson. Now, that information will be given to you by our court coordinator. Once you get that information from our court coordinator, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Ms. Thomas, just have a seat in that first chair with the black and yellow tape on it. There you go. Next case is cause number 332-650, case of style of state of Texas versus Sean Collins. Mr. Collins, is your full name Sean Collins? Is that so? Okay, this is cause number 332-650. Mr. Collins, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Collins, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Mr. Collins, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Collins? You doing okay? Mr. Collins, I have before me two documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney. Do you recognize this document? Is this your signature on the line that is titled Defendant? And are these your initials on the line stating that you would like to, or you want to apply for a court-appointed attorney? Yes. Mr. Collins, I also have another document that's titled Affidavit of Indigence. Mr. Collins, do you recognize this document? Yes, sir. On page 2 of this same document, Mr. Collins, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant's Signature. Is this your signature? Yes. Now, Mr. Collins, before you signed and initialed these documents, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Okay, Mr. Collins, I read the answers in these documents. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is Attorney Don Boudreaux. Attorney Don Boudreaux will be given information on how to contact you. And you will also be given information on how to contact him. And that information will be given to you by our court coordinator. Once you get that information from our court coordinator, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Have a seat, that first chair with the black and yellow tape. Next case is cause number 332618. Case of style of state of Texas versus John Gabriel John Gabriel Singleton. Secretary. Mr. Secretary, would you please come forward? I'm doing fine. Mr. Singletary, I guess I was looking at your information here. What we gonna, yeah. Okay, let me do this here. We're gonna go off the record for a minute. Okay. Okay. Uh, Let me see, that's 200, 2, 3, 4, 8, 98. I'm gonna get an issue there because it comes out to 8 when we I added up what you pay on food plus this stuff, it comes out to be about $8.98 a month.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
I just put my name down. Okay, now, Mr. Secretary, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Singletary, you can put your hand down. Mr. Singletary, how are you doing?
Pretty good, huh?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Singletary. I have before me, where's that other doc? Where is it? Oh, here it is. I have before me two documents in cause number 332618. First document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney. You recognize this document?
Yes,
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
yes, sir.
And are these your initials on the line stating you want to apply for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
And also I have before me a document that's titled Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And on page 2 of this same document, Mr. Singletary, is this your signature on the line that's how to defend the signature?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Singletary, just for the record, we on this document, you basically just started working yesterday, is that correct?
Yes.
And so you haven't received any monies or anything yet. And this is the assets that you currently own, is that correct? Now, also the notation here that's added, the court, I have my initials there because I had to re-add the amount over here on your expenses, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, based on this information now, before you sign and initial these documents, did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
And is everything true and correct in these documents?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Mr. Singletary, based on the information, you meet the eligibility requirements of the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is attorney Tom Burbank. Attorney Burbank is going to be given information on how to contact you, Mr. Singletary, and you will be given information on how to contact him. And our court coordinator is going to provide you with that information before you leave. And once you get that information from the court coordinator, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir.
All right, please stand on the 4X. Tom Burbank. Tom Burbank. Kiana Randall. Uh, your full name is Kiana Lene Randall. Ms. Randall, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Randall, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Ms. Randall, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Randall? That's good, Ms. Randall. I have before me two documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that is titled Defendant? Are these your initials on the line stating you want to waive your right to an attorney and to represent yourself? I also have another document. This document is titled Waiver of Counsel for Purposes of Entering a Guilty Plea or Proceeding to Trial. Do you recognize this document? Yes. And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? Now, Ms. Randall, before you signed and initialed these documents, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Okay. Ms. Randall, you can have a seat, and one of the prosecutors will talk to you.